Begin this morning with the story that has angered Muslims around the world. The filmmaker, identified as a key figure behind the anti-Muslim movie, was interviewed overnight by federal authorities in Los Angeles as demonstrations against the film continue to spread to nearly 24 countries. Carter Evans of our Los Angeles stations KCBS and KCAL is in Cerritos, south of L.A. Good morning, Carter.
Good morning, Anthony. After being holed up here at his home for nearly 3 days, the man the world has been waiting to see and hear from made a brief appearance early this morning. He is known to some as Sam Vasili, others as Nakula, and he left not through the front door of his home here, but through a side yard gate, surrounded by sheriff's deputies.
Mr. Nakula, do you have anything to say about all the turmoil your film is causing?
The man you see under the hat and towel, wearing a winter jacket in the L.A. summer heat, may be responsible for sparking the deadly flames of violence in the Muslim world. Ironically, Vasili Nakula, desperately trying to hide his face, is believed to be the man responsible for creating a film called The Innocence of Muslims, a film that angered so many because it showed the face of the Prophet Muhammad. Depicting Muhammad in any form is considered an insult to Islam, and the film did much more than that. But L.A. County Sheriff's Department spokesman Steve Whitmore says Nakula is not under arrest.
L.A. County Sheriff's Department tonight about midnight assisted federal probation officers in a voluntary interview. Nobody's arrested. Nobody's detained. Nobody's in custody.
Nakula was escorted to the L.A. Sheriff's Department for questioning about a possible violation of his parole on a completely different matter. Nakula was convicted of bank fraud. Part of his parole stipulated that Nakula was not allowed to own or use devices with internet access unless he had approval from the probation department. Even then, Nakula was only allowed to use a computer for work. Additional restrictions of his parole prevented Nakula from having anyone else get on the internet for him. So connecting the dots, if Nakula is indeed behind the film that sparked the deadly riots, how did that film get on the internet?
Now, it's unclear what Nakula does for a living, but it is certain investigators will be asking that question. In the meantime, authorities say Nakula has left the area and he will not be returning home. But to the best of our knowledge, his family is still in this home behind me. Rebecca and Anthony.
Carter Evans in Cerritos, California. Thanks, Carter.